What's up, y'all? It's your boy Game27, and once again, thank you for joining my channel. Before I get started, I just want to make sure and let you know, please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to this channel. I know a lot of people has been getting unsubscribed thanks to YouTube and a lot of other stuff that's been going on. So like I say, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you mind. I really appreciate that. And after that, let's go ahead and get into today's topics. I got two topics that I want to talk about today. One is that Shigeru Miyamoto basically saying that the development of the Nintendo Switch is driven by a younger staff, and that is a really good sign. And the other topic I want to talk about is Miyamoto was interviewed and was asked, what will the what's your titles that you would like to see evolve? Like he basically said that he would like for Pikmin and Star Fox to basically be more popular than what it is right now. So I'm gonna talk about these two subjects, and I'm giving you my thoughts and opinions on how I feel about it. So let's go and get started. Okay, first let's talk about Miyamoto finally passing the torch to the younger guys to develop for the Nintendo Switch, and that's a really good sign because we need fresh young blood that knows the industry, that knows the newest technology. So I'm really happy that he's finally letting them work on the Switch and he could work on other projects. But y'all remember back in 2011 when he had an interview with The Wire, he basically joked that he was going to retire and admitted that he was stepping down to work on smaller titles with younger developers. And of course the subject got brought up again in 2013 with an interview with GameSpot that, you know, a lot of people actually thought that he was actually going to retire. But this article saying that today Miyamoto continues to oversee the development for the Nintendo titles, but he's also been moving onto other forms of entertainment. Miyamoto is a guy that makes sure that other titles like other users of the Nintendo IPs, merchandise, and upcoming Universal theme parks are all in the spirit of the company. In an interview with Gazelle, Miyamoto talked about how his shift in responsibilities will affect the company in which transitioned the Nintendo Switch. There was a misunderstanding with my supposed retirement. Really at the time, what we was really talking about was giving more opportunities and more leadership opportunities to younger people in the company. So rather than me leading everything, we were really expanding the role out to others that had come up within the company. Somehow that got misinterpreted as fact as I was retired, Miyamoto said. We have these younger people in the company who are taking the lead on a Switch development, and it's really been them that have put this forward and designed this system. They're the ones that really shepherd it through the process, because that it was allowed me to do is focus on other projects like Super Mario Run, Universal theme parks, and I'm keep going forward for these kinds of opportunities where I can do something new and fun, you know. And that's basically what Miyamoto is talking about. So I'm really excited to hear news like this, because you need young fresh meat to work on newest technology, because newest technology is basically worked on majority of younger people within their mid-20s to, you know, early to late 40s. You need people of that age bracket to work on the newest tech, because we understand the tech, we know how this tech works. But if you know your 60s and 70s, a lot of, you know, older people are in that mindset that they don't like change. And with the Wii U, and the Wii is a prime example on how Nintendo don't want change. They want to stick behind in times. They want to keep the not the current technology. They want to use the last generation tech, and that's that. You know, it was a success, but then again, it was the biggest failure. You know, the Wii, it, you know, basically was a lightning in the bottle, and you rarely gets that. And they tried to feed off the Wii name with the Wii U, and since it was far behind and it did not catch the crowd, the tablets was already in the market, was already popular, and the Wii U gamepad was basically, it was out of date, and there was no marketing behind it. So Nintendo actually tried to stick to their old ways and try to use the Wii name to basically sell a console, and it did not work. It failed dramatically, and Nintendo understand. They now they understand on how you need to market your system, on how you need to use the latest tech in order to be successful in today's industry. And like I say, the Wii U was a prime example on why the Switch is what it is right now in today's times. Okay, my second business news I want to talk about is the fact that there was a question that was thrown at Miyamoto's way about, you know, if there was a character he would like to, you know, have a chance to develop further. And he basically said that he would always wanted Fox, you know, McCloud to be more popular than what he is, you know. And he threw out the Pikmin series too. He wanted Pikmin to be more popular. you know, and you know, I got some answers to throw back at that, and it's the reason why these games are not selling. You know, even though Pikmin did sold over me, it did so decently. It sold a lot better than Star Fox, but Star Fox, you know, it's a main reason why this game did not sell the way it was. It's another reason why Pikmin didn't sell the way it was. Like Nintendo, you have to go back into what you gotta think about, what is making today's gaming on the other consoles more popular. You gotta think about that. If you cannot just sit there and think about that, if you can't even just use your common sense to figure out why these games on other consoles are selling so good, it's the fact that online gaming is so popular. That is the reason. And whenever, you know, and plus, you know, whenever you got a game of Star Fox that's been highly critical acclaim with the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64, groundbreaking graphics, it looks so good. And you gotta look at how groundbreaking the graphics look on the Nintendo, not only on the Nintendo 64 but on the Super Nintendo. That was basically their first game that introduced polygons and 3D graphics, and around that time that wowed us. You know, y'all gotta remember, around that time there was no DVD players, no Ultra 4K Blu-rays, no HDMI ports, no HD TVs, no 4K TV. This is around the time that we were just using standard everything. Like, you know, we could go back and watch those TVs and play those games. You could be like, I cannot believe I used to play stuff like that. It looks so But living around that time before this newest tech that we're living in today, those was groundbreaking. And Nintendo failed to do that. They failed to keep up with the latest tech. You know, with the GameCube version of the Star Fox and the Wii U version of Star Fox Zero. There was no Star Fox in the Wii. Like, in order for Nintendo to keep their franchise popular, you cannot be skipping generations. Same with Metroid. You have a Metroid on the NES and the Super NES, but you skip the Nintendo 64 and you skip the Wii U. Like, you have to be consistent if you want these characters to be more popular. But you never skip Legend of Zelda, you never skip Mario. Whenever Smash Brothers came out, you never skipped a generation with that. You never skipped Mario Kart whenever Mario Kart came out. Like, you gotta stay consistent, and you gotta keep up with the latest tech. That would make Star Fox because it had the best looking graphics on the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. Even with the GameCube was really good with the graphics. But the deal with that is online gaming was getting really popular around the time, and Sega introduced us with online gaming. Then Microsoft came out with, well, of course PS2 was first with it. That came second with online gaming. The Xbox evolved online gaming, made it even more popular, especially with the Halo series. The GameCube, they had online on their console. It supported it, but they rarely used it. Around that time, people wanted to play with their friends across the world. They wanted to play with other people, not just people that they live with, because a lot of people don't live with each other that they want to play video games with. So, you know, you have to look at stuff like that, especially with their new console. And that's why I feel that having a lot of younger people that's working on the Switch will make sure they will have the latest technology, have the latest features, the latest everything. And whenever Star Fox or Pikmin comes out again, hopefully they can fix these issues and basically have this game catered towards everybody, not just couch co-op, but multiplayer. And Star Fox Zero, just look at the game. The controls it was atrocious on that game. The game was extremely short. You know, they catered this game towards not just kids, babies, because, you know, on the controls, one person can control the air wing and the other person just shoot. Like, how baby is that's so babyish. Like, come on, Nintendo, y'all can do better than that. Yeah, you gotta do better to evolve this series, man. You gotta add online gaming. You gotta beef up those graphics, because the graphics look so ugly. They don't even look like a Wii U game. It looks like a Nintendo GameCube game. I'm just being honest, guys. And, you know, my motto, if you actually want to evolve the series, use the latest tech, implement online gaming, online multiplayer, then boom, that's your answers. If that's what you want to know, online gaming and better graphics. That's how Star Fox on the Nintendo 64 and the Super Nintendo sold really good, because it looked so good and it had features that other competitors didn't have. Anyway, guys, y'all just let me know how y'all feel about my motto. He said he wants to devote more time to the Pikmin series and Star Fox series that's really good news for us Nintendo gamers. But the deal with that is he going to implement online gaming? Is he going to use the latest tech? Is he going to actually have the game look so groundbreaking that a lot of people is going to go back and buy Star Fox? You know, and you know, y'all let me know how y'all feel about, you know, the fact that younger guys is working on the Nintendo Switch instead of Mamoto. That's really good news on all parts, because we're just looking at the fact that Mamoto is in the 60s. He just doesn't understand the newest technology no more, because we know how older people get. You know, they get stubborn and they are stuck in their own ways. So I'm glad to hear that a lot of younger people is working on the Switch, and I'm hearing that the Pikmin series and the Star Fox series is still alive. The question is it going to evolve? So a lot of gamers, a lot of old school gamers such as myself will go back to the series. So y'all just give me y'all thoughts and y'all opinions about that. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, share this video, follow me on Google Plus and Twitter, and once again, it's your boy JDauntless. Y'all have a good day.